Hi guys, welcome back to more episodes of the X-Files. We're on to episode 5 of season 8. Now so far, Doggett has experienced only unbeknownst animals that we weren't aware existed. We've had a bat stroke man, Batman, and we've had that weird slug creature thing that entire town and cult was worshipping as the second coming. Don't get me started. What the hell's next? I mean, I expect him to have been thrown in at the deep end, but that really has thrown him in the deep end. And his detective skills have been on point, but not quite reaching where they need to be. And he's having to look to Scully to help him along. Meanwhile, she's still trying to profess keeping 100% being a scientist and a medical doctor, but she's just going that little bit further and thinking as to how Mulder would approach this. The roles really have reversed. Right, let's carry on. Before I do, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, I would appreciate it. If you enjoy the X-Files, don't forget to hit this red button down here, and we will continue on with episode 5.
Not watching!
Why are you hanging around? Are you a bit old to be hanging around the playground? I think Billy's just been snatched.
Hey!
We're obviously going back here in 1990.
Billy! Hey!
Mrs. Underwood, we tried to call you. You must have already left.
What is everyone staring at? What is going on?
Wait, what?
Billy?
How? Oh man, I just got shivers. How is he still the same age? Okay, that's creepy. Okay. How the fuck do you process that? Well, clearly an X-File, but I don't know any explanation.
Explain
Shouldn't
to
he
me
be
how I
like
can-
20?
I can't say, Sheriff. I'm just here to find out who took him. How's the case files?
Oh, yeah. Plenty more where those came from. There's lots of files. There's just not much in them. We never even had a suspect.
Mrs. Underwood, whatever your son has been through, it has somehow affected his physical condition.
So we've been told by every doctor here.
A 7-year-old kid just doesn't vanish and take care of himself for a decade, but his growth is stumped because he's on his
How you
own.
doing, Billy?
That just doesn't make sense.
You remember this, don't you, Billy?
It's back. That would have been evidence.
What is he doing?
No. Leave him.
What is his name?
And oh, yeah.
Who the hell do you think you are? He's only a little boy.
Yeah.
Have you really worked kid cases before, Agent Doggett?
No, I would have
Child
done the same
abduction?
thing.
I worked the child abduction task force. I know the horror stories, but this kid can help us.
Yeah, I mean, it is Scully's area of expertise, and we have experienced and seen this before where people haven't aged. And what do they all have in common? But I don't know why, I just don't feel as though this fits that profile, that he's been abducted in that way and then just appeared back. But what other explanation there would be, as in a perpetrator like the teenage lad that we saw, who clearly knows something, but from what the sheriff said, has never even been looked at as a suspect. So they had nothing to think anybody had any dealings with taking the boy. So what other explanation is there? There just isn't one.
He got away or was let go. And if he can talk, he can tell us by who. Or he can look at photos in the files and point to the man who did this so this doesn't happen to some other little boy.
But you don't, time just doesn't stand still for 10 years for someone. And that, he appears as though it appears it's the next day to him.
We're home, honey. Safe at home.
How, this is going to be strange for her other son too. So you've got a younger brother who's older than you. What about the dog? I was just going to say that. The dog's not going to like him.
I looked at his charts.
And what, did you find something?
Yes and no. What showed up is that Billy is the same boy who was taken 10 years ago. He has no cavities. He has no tooth decay. He still has 4 baby teeth that he's never lost. He had a routine blood test 6 weeks before he disappeared in 1990.
So what's the punchline? Where are you saying he's been?
There are X-Files cases
There we go.
that describe similar paranormal findings. Alien abductees who came back with anomalous medical stats.
I went back to the witnesses at the crime scene the day Billy vanished, to this guy, Ronald Purnell. He was detained, questioned, and dismissed as a
Oh,
suspect.
he was.
What's
Okay.
your interest in this guy? These are sealed by the court, Agent Doggett. We're not supposed to have these.
I'm not sure
So much, Billy.
any parent could
It's so good to have
just
you.
pretend like this didn't happen.
It's supposed to
It means you're blind to what's going on here, Lisa.
The husband's question.
for this. Every night,
Natural.
pray to God.
I mean, you've openly invited a 7-year-old boy back into your home thinking it was your child. Oh, fuck, he's carrying a knife. What? Okay, he's going to kill Josh.
Can you come out and we can have a conversation?
Is this about my probation?
It's about a little boy named Billy Underwood. You know that name? Ring a bell?
Yeah, I remember him.
You think he'd remember you?
Me?
You. Your face. This has nothing to do with you being stoned or violating your probation. All I'm asking is that we go see Billy. See what he says.
You're not making sense, dude.
No, you've not
Leave me
explained
alone.
yourself. He's kind of got his hands tied here via his own volition because this is out of his depth. Oh, who might that be? Oh, are we getting a bit of backstory of you here? I get a sense here. I don't know because we don't know anything about John Duggett at all. I get a sense here that's his son, and he's either his son's dead, or he doesn't get to see him, or he went missing, or he was kidnapped or something, just with the context and the way that they've brought this into it, and him being so willing to bend the rules to be able to get whoever did this to this little boy. Oh, hell. Yeah, he's killed him. Oh, no, he hasn't. No, he hasn't.
Are you hurt?
No!
Billy. Billy, honey, what are you
Damien.
doing here?
Okay, he's the
Please, Billy,
Antichrist.
answer me.
I thought you said he wasn't cut.
You're misunderstanding. It's the other son I'm talking about, Billy.
Yeah.
The boy who was kidnapped.
This is not a normal child, Agent Doggett. And this is not a normal act. He's a kid who materialized out of thin air, unaged. Do you not somehow recognize how strange this is?
Did anybody notice this symbol?
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna mention that to
What
you.
does that mean?
Well, like I told you, we tried everything to find that boy, and who abducted him went so far as to bring in a police psychic.
10 years back, came up with that very same symbol.
Whatever happened, we want to put it behind us. Be a family
You know,
again.
a bit concerned that it might happen again.
I'll take him, Doug, if it's such a strain on you.
Nobody's going to be a strain on your marriage by the look of things. Because he sees him as his son, but no him.
Billy?
What?
Billy?
Okay, now apparently he can just vanish.
You ever get off your lazy ass to do anything but hassle me?
Watch your mouth. I got company coming and he won't take your lip.
You steal those clothes off a fat man or just shrink?
It's something to do with this lad. He knows. He's just not willing to reveal or say because I think he thinks people are going to lock him up for it. I can't even give any sort of theory. Okay. I'm thinking. I'm going off that skeleton that's just been revealed. He went straight to that. He knew that was there. Maybe it really was him, and he really did take him. And maybe whoever it is that's buried there is that boy. I don't think this is him. I think it's a facsimile of him, which is why he couldn't comprehend what John Doggett was saying. That's all I've got for now, okay?
We're gonna solve this case, Mr. Underwood. We're gonna find out who did this to your son.
And then what? What am I left with? A kid who stabs knives into his brother's mattress?
Yeah.
Miss Pearl, are you okay?
She's gonna be like,
There
no.
are very powerful forces at work here.
Yeah. I'm getting shivers.
Working through this boy. Coming through you.
What?
You lost someone, just like Billy.
Oh, wow, that was really astute of you. Jesus. Okay, she's having a seizure.
Oh my God.
What the fuck? Oh my God, this is like some sort of curse.
What's the matter? Got some in your ears?
Don't touch me, Cal.
Cops came talk to you. I am talking to you, not the side of your head. I'm gonna tell them what you got buried out there in the woods.
Oh, he knows.
Talking about cars.
If you're at all curious about her condition.
I'd be more curious if I believed it.
Believed what?
She was spawned though, weren't she?
Act. Float a few choice revelations, as if they came from on high, roll around the floor.
You saw that symbol appear on her
Come
forehead.
on, dude.
It's a damn good trick. Agent Scully, please.
No, I think you want to hear this. Now listen to it backwards.
Play backwards.
What's that?
It's a child singing. Lyrics.
Stop that. That's really creepy. Oh, that sounds like Kane from Poltergeist. Don't do that. That's creepy as shit. Oh my God. I can't remember the last time X-Files gave me the shivers. Ugh.
Get away from me!
That would be enough to stop anybody doing it again.
Monty, open up the car!
If he really did it. Okay. I know what the boy's doing here. That's the only explanation I've got.
Now!
Where's Billy?
I think
Wow.
Billy was in the car.
He was.
Where's Billy?
It's gonna screw this lad up for life. Haunted by it. And I think that's precisely what's going on.
I'm gonna go pay. You want anything?
Dad, can I...
And there's gonna be no explanation as to where he came from. Oh, I've got it all backwards. Oh, shit.
Count to 10.
This is Mum's boyfriend.
Who took Billy?
He was there on the day with the ponies.
How you gonna back
And
that
that's
up?
the
Billy
symbol.
now missing from his home.
Everything about this case is impossible.
The kid is the key, Agent Scully. I've been saying that from the beginning, and I'll say it now. You had him in your car.
I don't know how he got there.
Then why go to the house at all?
Because I didn't believe you.
No. And if we go back now and we think of the scene it showed us at the beginning when the boy went missing, he was stood there looking at the boy. Now, when we put that in context, that was probably him looking, going, I know that's the boy he's going to take. And then he's taken him into his horse cart. And when he snatched him, the shot it gave us was of him just with his bag, knowing full well what's going to happen to that boy. It all makes sense.
Man, you don't understand.
No, you got it wrong.
You were sorry you let him go. Who else knew about him? Your mom?
No.
Where'd you keep him?
I didn't.
What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. I sang to him. You know, so it wouldn't be afraid.
You got all this backwards, dog.
Who was he afraid of, Ronnie?
His mum's boyfriend.
Somebody else involved? Somebody else make you do it? Afraid of him too, are you? You're a victim just like those other kids, is that right?
Yeah. I think this guy's been around a long time. I think he did it to him too.
Billy.
Yeah.
FBI!
Cal.
Tell Jeffy! Come out!
Children, and he's also with his mum. Yep, he was next.
It's okay, Josh. You're okay. We're not gonna hurt you.
Get this son of a bitch, it's him. There's the guy you're looking for.
His hands in the air! Where's the kid?
He's in the trailer.
You're gonna
Other
fry.
kid!
There's no other kid.
Billy Underwood!
There's no other kid.
There you go.
Get this man in cuffs, read him his rights!
He's gonna be gone now.
Kid's over here!
Yeah. He's got what he wanted.
The age and condition of the bones, the location
Perfect
of
match.
the grave. There is no doubt that that is Billy Underwood's skeleton that is in that grave. But maybe that's explanation enough. That's not Billy's brother lying in that grave too.
Yeah.
That man who did this is never going to be able to do it again.
I think that's precisely
All I'm
what it is.
saying is that maybe you succeeded. Whether you're willing to see that or not.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to come to peace with it. Very, very good storyline episode, and it will remain unexplained. That's all you can write up. That's closure for them. That's the end of the case, I'm afraid. That is a very good episode. Okay then, episode 5. I kind of figured it out, but right at the last minute. That's the best episode we've had so far since John Doggett joined the X-Files. Not the Bat one, not the Slug one, that one. Not so much the three-parter that he was involved with Mulder, that was different. I'm talking about him being on cases with Scully now and him trying to come to terms from the looks of things that he's either lost a son in unusual circumstances. What I mean by that is he's not just had a boy who's died, it's he's been taken or he's been murdered or he's been kidnapped or something, because the psychic picked right up on it. He gave us the shot of him looking at the photograph in his wallet. We didn't get any more. We may do further down the line, we may not, I don't know. It's why he was so determined even to go as far as to start breaking the rules and opening sealed records of a juvenile. And the only thing that lad did wrong was being completely under the control of Cal for years. I fully expect, if he's been around long enough, that he was also one of his victims, but for some reason he's kept him alive. I mean, he didn't really delve into that, but that's probably also the case as to why he was so terrifying, and he would have never let Billy go. He used to sing to him, knowing full well what Cal was doing. I don't even think it would have probably kept him around long. It might have been a few days, few weeks, few months. But that is still the body of a 7-year-old kid, so you know how it goes when children go missing. First 24 hours is the most important. After that, very few of them keep them around for a long time. The ones that tend to keep them around past being prepubescent into teenage years is when it happens to be children that are taken that happen to be girls. That tends to usually be the case, not boys, because those girls can then have another baby and it can continue. We have had cases where a girl's been taken and that girl's been abused, and then she's ended up pregnant, and then more offspring has come from that, and those children have been abused, and it can go on over decades. But we're not dealing with that here. It was well put together because all signs were leading to the fact that it was him, not Cal. And they only introduced him further in the episode. And Dog is not going to get any sort of closure on this. The parents have. And before this happened, they kind of already accepted it anyway. The husband was having none of this. Billy didn't speak. I don't know what the knife thing was about. I'm not entirely certain what context that has in it, other than just to scare the living shit out of everybody. But the fact that he could just astral project to wherever the fuck he wanted, yeah, it's revenge from beyond the grave, Dog. I'm afraid you're absolutely right, but all you can put in your report is that you've solved the case, found the body of a child that went missing, found the perpetrator, and they're going to prison. End of. But it was really good. It was really good because it had me guessing the whole way through it, and I hope you guys enjoyed that one. That's up there for me. I like stories like that, and it was like I said in it. It felt paranormal, as in that's the first episode for a long while that's kind of given me shivers, and it did it 2 or 3 times. Right then, I will be back with episode 6 next. Until then, by all means, guys, please post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought of this episode. Dog is starting to get into his stride a little bit, but he is where Scully was 7 years ago, and frustrated, not being able to explain things, not being able to put things into context and to categorize and to organize, and anything that's out of the realms of normality. Scully's giving him the lowdown on how it might be in other cases like this, but you can't, if you go down the same line as Mulder went and putting this in reports and everything, you are just going to be Mulder version 2.0, and then you're going to be ridiculed. Right. If you do want to watch any of these episodes, of course, in full length, you can do over on Patreon. All 7 seasons at the beginning of season 8 is already on there, or the edited versions available on YouTube. Just check the link in the description if you do want that. I will see you for episode 6 next. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I would appreciate it, and I will see you for the next one. Take care.